you're a confident man. You know what you want. You know your value. You know, you may not be f***ing other women just yet, but you know you can. You know you have value. You've been waiting and patient and doing your own self-work and everything. And part of the aggravation, I would guess, that you may feel like you're kind of crossing your own boundary almost, kind of like you're almost bending over backwards to try to get her to meet up with you. And that starts to feel incongruent within a confident man's body, right? Take that as a sign. What I'm explaining to you is the general gist. You invite a woman once, she cancels, okay. If you invite her twice, be specific. Make sure you're asking for something that's small, that's easy to say yes to. If she blows you off there, or if she's like, oh, I don't know, there, then you say, well, let me know when you're free, and you never ask her again. It's sad to invite her one more time, and if she kind of gives you the runaround or blows you off, to never fucking ask her again, unless she reaches out to you. That's sad, and that's where you are. Now, that doesn't mean that you necessarily just get a divorce, but if I were you, I would start cultivating other women. I would start practicing talking with other women. I would start flirting with other women. I would start socializing with other women. You might even take another woman out on a date if you want. Now, of course, that could easily or quickly lead to sex, because the men I work with, like you, never have a problem with sex with new women. That's never a problem. Or, you know, with some minor adjustments, the most fumbling and out of practice men that I've worked with only take a handful of months to start cultivating pretty much as many women as they want, to be blunt, okay? Because of the masculinity that you're learning, because of the value you know that you have, because of the clarity and the ambition and the purpose-driven man that you are, and all of this, it's really easy to cultivate new women. That's not a problem. So that's really where you are. I would encourage you, if you were to do that, talk with other women, flirt with other women. It's not to get one over on your wife. It's not for revenge. So you have to be clear within yourself about that and process that, and really, you know, journal and talk with that part of yourself if you feel that, like, yeah, f*** her kind of anger. Again, speaking from my own experience, maybe you're a Zen monk. That doesn't mean you have to get divorced right away. But if this has gone on to the point where it's obvious that she's not in relationship with you, but it's quite apparent, if she turns this down, that she's not in relationship with you based off of her actions, and it appears that she's not attempting to be in relationship with you according to her actions. There's no verbal communication, there's no, you know, like soulful communication, there's no physical connection. So what the hell is relationship? She's not stupid. Women aren't stupid, okay? And don't let her, in your own mind, don't let her play the naive or, you know, like guilting you back. I think the last time, which was months ago now, it's like, oh, that was quick. You know, her putting this like guilt trip on you or power play on you. She's not dumb, okay? And like, come on, that's man to man. Don't say that to her. It's kind of like keeping you in place with the guilt. And that's not okay. You don't want that anyway. So that doesn't mean be mad at her. It's just like, I would be kind of sad for her. I'd be kind of sad that she's not taking advantage of coming back to you, that she's not recognizing your value, because another woman or many women will. Absolutely. And yeah, you know, of course, a part of you would love to have your family together. And I totally get all that. And the reality of the situation is such. Now, that you going and starting talking with other women, not necessarily f***ing them, you know, maybe, but going and talking with other women gives you an air of confidence. It gives you like fuel in your balls again. It gives you direct recognition that you can be and attract other women. It really gives you like fuel in your tank, and that may cause your wife to turn her head towards you. And long story short, at that point, you may have a decision of whether you even want to date your wife again, or date your wife and other women at that point, which, to be blunt, that's what I would suggest for you here. The way that she's holding you at arm's length, I mean, honestly, giving you the runaround and like keeping you in the wings here. Like, shit, I don't want to be the backup option. And I'm not saying that's what she's doing, but The more time goes on, the more it looks like that's the case. And to be blunt, she needs to open emotionally to you, or why would you consider a relationship with her at this point? Like basically you're being abandoned at this point in the relationship. She's hanging you out to dry here, letting you hang out to dry here. And I'm sure that's not okay with you either. Let me know if you have any particular questions. And, you know, this isn't to spite her. This isn't for revenge in any kind of way. This is just the reality of where you are.